Meow, 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 meow.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Tanaya and I've been traveling in my van with my two kitties for about 3-ish, maybe 4 weeks now. I think in a few days, I think a few days it'll actually make my 1 month mark. So my first video was the van tour. So if you haven't seen it already, you can go ahead and click over to that to see what my beautiful van Sunny looks like. For this video, I just wanted to show a few clips that I took from my first 2 weeks on the road. I feel like I'm still trying to find that balance between living in the moment, but also wanting to get footage for memory purposes, also to show you guys. So I'm kind of like, I don't know, I've been battling with myself with that for sure. But overall, I'm just going to be patient with myself and just been telling myself what's meant to be captured will be captured. And what's not captured, I can always circle back around to the same places if I want to in the future. The land isn't going anywhere. Nothing's going anywhere. I have all the time in the world to travel. And I try not to beat myself up when I don't get something on camera, because at the end of the day, I still experienced it. I don't want to make this a super long intro, but I did want to go over a few things that I've learned just from people over these past couple weeks and just from my experience. So the first thing I learned was do this lifestyle how you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to live it. There's no right or wrong van build. It's all about how you want to create your space in your own itinerary. And I feel like that was something really important that someone had told me just randomly on the road, because I think in this lifestyle, you can find yourself comparing yourself to other vehicles or to how other people have planned out their road trips, the things that they've experienced. You don't know if you're moving too fast. You don't know if you're moving too slow. And I think that was a great reminder. I was just talking to someone in passing, I think at Van Life Pride. Also at Van Life Pride, I was standing in line for some food at like a big potluck that they had. And I heard somebody say like, yeah, this is a long line, but I keep forgetting I'm not on a time schedule. And that stuck with me because I'm like, it's so true. I have no reason to ever be impatient in this lifestyle. And I feel like I haven't this whole time, because it's like, we are not on a time schedule, especially when you're living out here. You are just traveling and camping and relaxing. And I do feel like this lifestyle, I've been more at peace. It's only been a month and I already know that this is what I'm meant to be doing, just because I've been so at peace and just going at my own pace, and I love it. As far as things that I had to learn the hard way was, one, don't go overboard on the big trash bags. I've learned now to put myself in Walmart bags because it's so much easier to find a small public trash can like at a gas station or in front of a store versus a giant dumpster that happens to be unlocked, especially in a heavily like camping area like I've been in. It's so hard to find dumpsters because I think businesses know that all the campers will probably fill it up with stuff. So definitely using just grocery store bags from now on. Also, I noticed that solar panels don't work as well as I thought they did if you're not constantly in direct sunlight. I know that sounds like common sense, but I didn't realize how much I'd have to be thinking about direct sunlight. So I'm definitely gonna get an extra power bank for sure. I do want roof storage. That's another thing. I've seen so many vans with roof storage, and I'm like, that will take away a lot of my Speaking of solar and power, my mic died. But one final thing before I get into the vlog, my friend Dougie that I just met a few days ago also told me go slow. And he kept repeating that all weekend, and I was wondering what he meant by that. And what he meant was, with his first year being on the road, he feels like he took it too fast. And that he's not the first person that has told me this since I've been out here. And I do have to constantly remind myself, go slow and just enjoy every moment of this traveling journey. I'm already at my 4th place, I think, and it's only been a month. So I definitely am going to continue to just go slow and remind myself there is no rush. I am going to see everything I want to see. Anyway, let's get into the video. So for my very first night in the van, my campsite was on the side of this beautiful mountain in the Sequoia National Forest. We kind of just found a spot on the side. We saw other campers doing it, so we were like, okay. And it looks like we woke up and had a neighbor. So after hiking up a mountain for 20 minutes straight and then realizing we were going the wrong way, we finally turned around, went across the street, and found the proper trail for the hot springs. And this was the first little hot spring we saw. And I dipped my hand in it immediately, and it was so warm, and I was just so excited. After a super peaceful and relaxing day at the river, I decided I wanted to go back toward Arizona. Only because I was freezing in those mountains in California, so I thought, okay, going back toward Arizona, the weather should be better. I'll pick a new camping spot for the night because why not? I have freedom. First Joshua Tree sunrise. Taking off the window covers. And this is this morning's view. And the cats are loving it too. Wow. Good morning. So we're in Joshua Tree this morning, just watching the sunrise. I was freezing last night, so I'm definitely gonna invest in like a heated blanket or a heater, just something. But I'm wearing a hat, this fuzzy like hoodie thing, plus a sweater, plus a shirt, like sweatpants, fuzzy socks. I slept with 2 blankets and then a third blanket under me. And then 2 different sheets under that blanket. But we're just watching the sunrise. And I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's just what we're looking at. And then there's nothing really to see back here. Just nature. Yeah, don't really know what we're gonna get into today, but maybe just walk around a bit. Maybe just let the cats roam around and see what we can see. I don't know. I don't really know what there is to see in Joshua Tree, but I guess I don't know till I get out and figure it out. As soon as I opened the door, Zyla ran out and she loved it. She just started rolling around and looking so cute. Banjo, on the other hand, is a little more shy than her and kind of skittish and still just getting used to outside. She was a stray, he wasn't, so I figured it'd be like that. Banjo's slowly stepping out. Let's see if we can get him out. Come on. Yeah! So this is what van life looks like for me today. In a Target parking lot. The reality of van life sometimes is just sitting in a Target parking lot doing nothing, especially on a day like today because it's a holiday. It's New Year's Day, so I'm like, I don't want to make myself do any type of work or anything serious. So I'm just gonna sit here for the day, probably go to a friend's house later to shower and stuff, but I'm just fine. I feel like people probably think van life is just constantly on the go and adventures every single second of the day, but not really, especially for my first week. I just want to start off slow. I mean, overall, I'm doing this lifestyle to give myself a chance to slow down from the norm, from the conventional 9 to 5, constantly filling in the gaps of my life with doing stuff, and just having slow days like this. Riding around Quartzsite for an hour and a half, I finally found the campground. This is High Jolly Campground. This is a really busy one, but it did say that on like multiple apps that I looked on and Google and everything, so I knew it would be busy, but I just found me a little patch like right in the middle so that I'm not too close to people but also too far, because you can keep going like all the way down there, but I also wanted to stay close enough to the entrance, which was over there, because I need to go to the grocery store tomorrow. right here. But when I first got here 3 days ago, no one was here yet because the event just started yesterday. Today's Friday. The event started Thursday and I got here like Monday. So these were my first friends I met. They live right there in that bus. And then I met them. I just met all my neighbors, as I'm calling them. And then there's just so many different types of rigs out here that it's crazy. Everyone is welcome here as long as you respect everyone else. We believe that each person is equal and that equitable action is required to reach equality. We believe there's beauty in diversity, the spirit of the game, and that love is love. Riding down this highway for miles, just like the only car in sight, and I pulled over because I saw this trash can. So this is the campsite of this week. Not sure how long I'm gonna stay here, maybe a couple days, but look at little old me over there by myself, and listen to how quiet it is out here. Like the peace